Genesis 26 verse 24. Verse, contextual paraphrase. God appears to Isaac at night and declares his presence, removes fear, reaffirms the covenant made with Abraham, and promises blessing and multiplication for Abraham's sake. Verse breakdown. The Lord appeared to him the same night.
Divine Initiative.
Isaac does not summon God. God interrupts Isaac's fear with revelation. Timing matters. This happens after conflict and relocation. God often speaks when pressure peaks. I am the God of Abraham your father. Covenant continuity. Isaac's security is not rooted in his own performance but in God's prior promise. This anchors identity and future in something stable. Do not fear. Command, not suggestion. Fear is treated as an obstacle to obedience and settlement. God addresses fear before addressing blessing. For I am with you. Presence precedes provision. God does not first promise land or wealth. He promises himself. This is the core assurance. I will bless you and multiply your descendants. Explicit outcomes. Blessing is tangible and generational. God's promises extend beyond the individual to legacy. For the sake of my servant Abraham. Grace-based inheritance. Isaac benefits from obedience he did not personally perform. This highlights both responsibility and mercy within covenant theology. Sermon. Settled by presence, not circumstance. Genesis 26 places Isaac in repeated conflict. Wells disputed, territory contested, stability delayed. Verse 24 is God's strategic intervention. God does not remove opposition immediately. He removes fear first. This verse dismantles a common error. Assuming God's blessing equals a trouble-free path. Isaac is blessed in the middle of resistance, not after it ends. God's appearance does not relocate Isaac instantly. It reorients him internally. Three truths emerge. God's presence is the solution before the situation changes. If presence is enough, then fear loses authority even when circumstances remain hostile. You can inherit promises without fully understanding them. Isaac walks in Abraham's covenant, proving that faithfulness today can unlock futures beyond one lifetime. Fear delays settlement. Presence produces stability. God's "do not fear" is a prerequisite to multiplication. What you fear, you empower. What you trust God with, you outgrow. Isaac responds in the next verse by building an altar and pitching his tent. Revelation leads to worship. Assurance leads to action. That is the expected response to divine presence. Not passivity, but alignment. Prayer. Abba, Father of covenant and truth, you are the same God who appeared to Isaac in the night. I acknowledge that fear has often spoken louder than your promises. I receive your command to let fear go, not by denial, but by trust. Be present where I feel contested, delayed, or uncertain. Anchor my life not in outcomes, but in your nearness. Let the promises spoken over generations find fulfillment through obedience today. Where anxiety has driven my decisions, correct my direction. Where insecurity has limited my faith, expand my vision. Establish me in the place you have chosen, and make my life productive beyond my own reach. I choose trust over fear, obedience over avoidance, and worship over worry. Shalom. Selah.